Good afternoon, everyone. It is Gabby with 5 Loaves of Bread, a moment of grace. So I am sitting here this afternoon, and as I wait to do school pickup, something just reminded me of a quote or message that I heard earlier. I believe it was today or yesterday. And it may have been a podcast. I can't really recall. And I do not know the individuals who were speaking. But I do remember the statement that was made, and it was, anything that we obtain outside of the will of God, we have to stay outside of the will of God in order to keep it. Now, I'm sitting here and I'm just like, okay, I'm guilty. I have been out of God's will in more than one occasion throughout my life. And in looking back at that, I remember the misery and the lessons, or what seemed like hell on earth, in some of the decisions that I made, desiring the things of my flesh, right? And we know that, of course, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy by any means necessary, but he's also clever and tricky. So if I like chocolate cake, for example, he's not going to send no banana pudding or peach cobbler if chocolate cake is my favorite, and he's going to package that chocolate cake up however, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a spat with a family member, whether it's whatever the case may be, right? That is his job, to distract us and keep us away from the will of God, because in the will of God, there is peace, there's joy, there is abundance, there is financial freedom, there is, so much peace that can be provided. It's also power. There's also, knowledge and being able to have authority over the adversary, right? And all the little worker bees that work on his team. So again, I'm sitting here and I'm just like, wow, how many times have I stayed abiding by my flesh or the fleshly desires of things, and it's like, oh my goodness, I in some cases was just going through some things unnecessarily because what I thought I wanted, or what looked like it was good, was not good for me. So in this moment of transparency, I thank God that even in the midst of my bad decisions, or I wouldn't even call them bad decisions, just wanting what I wanted when I wanted it, and not fully understanding what it means to be in the will of God, what it means to allow God to bless you, to guide your steps, to show you his spirit, to show you how much he loves you in every aspect. And I pose this question, anyone today, just take a moment and just think about, how many times have you obtained things outside of the will of God? And if you have, are you still obtaining things outside of the will of God? And how is that working for you? My prayer for you today is that you allow the Spirit of God to dwell in your heart, to dwell in your mind, to welcome a relationship that helps you to be stronger in your spirit, man, that opens up what life on this side looks like. Yes, the adversary is tricky. Yes, the adversary comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But God gives us power and authority and dominion over the adversary. And God is in the blessing business. So even on this side, you can have joy, you can have peace, you can have financial freedom, you can travel, you can have relationships and friendships that are healthy, that are spiritual driven, and that are purpose and intentional by God's doing. So I know it's hard to trust him. I know it can be challenging to take a leap of faith, or feeling like, when I get on this side, I'm going to lose everything that I'm accustomed to, I'm used to, my lifestyle, my friends, my activities, and my desires. And that is completely okay, because God is going to replace all of that with people, places, things, and activities that is purpose driven. The reason why he keeps waking you up every day because you have purpose, kingdom purpose, and there are other people that are waiting on you to get in position so that you can be a light in their lives. So to everybody, just remember the question, and where do you stand in that? And I hope you all have a blessed day. Until next time, take care.